So I mean, the pleasure is mine to have you today on this inspirational series. I'm glad at least you were able to accept to be our guest tonight. So Kisemei, at least I've known you for quite some time now, and at least you inspire so many people in one way or another, especially in the field of education. There's a major sector I'm knowing. Since you came here, at least you brought a change. At least there are some students who have been able to at least to acquire knowledge in one way or another.
Right.
So thank you so much for having us and accepting to be my
You're
guest.
welcome.
Yeah. So at least just wanted you to take us through at least yourself, introduce yourself briefly, and then we should begin from there.
I don't know where you want me to start because I have a lot to introduce myself.
Amazing.
But just generally, thank you for coming and thank you for this opportunity to be able to express myself and also to tell you who I am.
Exactly.
You know me a little bit briefly, but I think I've stayed here for like 4 years with you now.
That's true.
For at least 3 to 4 years.
Exactly.
So my name is Kisemei. I am a pastor by calling.
That's true.
So I am a minister of Christ, and now I'm quietly involved with higher education. So I work with the higher education programs here at this university. I came here 4 years ago as a student, and I started working with Addison's during my second semester. Here I was also a senior student. So it happened that one day I just met the president and he told me I wanted to see me, and I went to see his office and we talked, and he said, do you want a job? I said, yes, I do. I was doing another job by then, and then I never knew which kind of a job they were going to give me. So later on they told me they wanted me to act as a global ambassador for the university. My main job was to work the university, to connect the university with organizations, government bodies, NGOs, and partners, other institutions. So, and I started with Kenya and Rwanda, and then now we are in Kenya, Rwanda, also we are in Burundi, we are in partly Tanzania, and we are in Uganda, and we are Congo now, and also we are in Nigeria and South Africa. So I'm married to Joyce. We are blessed with 4 children, of course 2 grown-ups and 2 teenagers. And we are so happy now that the family has grown. At least now everybody is doing their own work. So that's where I am, the Kisemei from Kenya.
Wonderful. Yeah, as you can see, the label HSU. So Kisemei is an international coordinator.
I am I'm international coordinator and student services, international student service coordinator.
Exactly.
And liaison for the University for Africa and Connecticut and Europe.
Wow.
So that's where I oversee for now in terms of student recruitment base is concerned, and also apart from all the recruitment, I coordinate the university mission overseas to those regions. So if any department want to go for missions, like the coming fall, we are going with the coming summer.
Yes.
We are traveling with the Department of Physical Therapy and Physician Assistant and nursing. We are going to Kenya for a medical camp for 14 days. We're going to work with the County Government Kajiado together with other partners. And also, as we take our students to experience a new dynamic culture, and also to be able to work on a different cultural setup. So our professors are going to be there only for observatory processes. So that's what I do.
Wow. So your journey, like if I just take you back, I remember you said you once visited this place, sometimes back.
Yeah, how I came to know about Texas Addison University. Before that, I was fully involved in ministry in Kenya, and my main ministry was I was a local church pastor, as well as I was an overseer of several churches. But I found myself doing international trips, so from US to Europe and Africa and at large. But one day it happened that a friend of mine called Sunera, who used to be our church member and one of our ministers in Kenya, now he's also a pastor here in America. came to visit our church, and of course, I welcome him to come to share the word of God with us.
That's good.
He requested me to come to attend his son's weddings, whom happened I knew was the firstborn, and I knew his children.
Yes.
Even the time they come to the US, was so much involved, prayed for them, and also working with them around. So, well, I had an American visa by that time, and I was going to Europe. I already booked a flight from Kenya to Amsterdam, Amsterdam to France, France, Belgium.
Exactly.
So then I called the agency, and they said, oh, it's a little cheaper to fly from Kenya to America, from America to France.
Wow.
So by $450, I said, fine, let me change the route. So that's when I found myself here in Dallas, Texas.
Yes.
So I came for 2 weeks, and I did a wedding, and the following Monday, by then he was a student here. I think he was either he was first year master student in divinity, or he was graduating from community development program. I don't know, I'm not sure about it. So then he told me that let's go to student school. So we came and we went around, and I went to Liason Seminary, and I saw they had a Greek program classes, and also they have a Hebrew classes. So and I wanted to do biblical languages. So that's what attracted me to this place.
Exactly.
But I wanted to do online because I was already busy in Kenya doing other things, and I have other responsibilities. So I never saw myself leaving everything and coming over here. And by that time, our kids were teenagers, so I never imagined leaving my wife alone with teenagers struggling for some years to go to see in America.
Exactly.
But after I went to the office, and then they saw me, and my friends later was quickly to jump and tell people, we want to admit this person as a student.
That's amazing.
And it was a shock to me because I never thought about that.
Exactly.
And then after that, Musinera took me to another office to a friend of his, and he told me, wow, we want you to be here. I said, well, but I'm not ready to come to stay here. I want to do online classes.
Wow.
So Liason Seminary, they never had online program.
Exactly.
So all their programs were in person.
In person
So
classes.
you have to come here, live here, go to school here. So I remember I told Daniel McMillan, who by that time he was the director for admission. I told him, no, I'm very heavy. I cannot leave my family alone. So I said, don't worry, just come, feel it. And then he took me to, by that time, the director of the program, Dr. Ellis, he was academic dean. And then he took me through some kind of interview. Then he took me to Dr. Wolford, who was the dean by then. And finally, they told me, now you are admitted.
Exactly.
So I received admission on visiting this campus.
Wow.
I never applied online. Someone never came and wrote to me. They just recruited me when I visited it. So then I went here with I already opened my school email account, so I can log in and I can log out, and I went back to Africa. And they keep on following me, and I submitted all the requirements. What I saw 6 I-20, 1 F1, and 5 F2s.
In that process, like now application, would you describe it as very easy?
It was not.
Step by step.
It was so time consuming.
Okay.
And also very prestigious because there's a lot, coming to study in another country is like you are migrating, you are migrating process.
Exactly.
So you have to be vetted by all areas, migration wise and also academic wise. I was so blessed because I had already a degree from Global University, undergraduate, so they never wanted me to do any English proficiency test because I did there before I did Global University. So which is based also in Kenya with East Africa School of Theology, East Africa University, affiliated with the Assemblies of God. Exactly. So then at least I passed those tests. So now what I need to do is submit other document, financial backup document, everything, do this, and then it took about like 1 year because I remember what happened the first time I went to the embassy with my family. I found that I was late because I was supposed to be in class the following day on 22nd. And I went to the embassy on 21st.
That's kind of a
So
challenge.
so I never knew. Of course, I wasn't really for it. Like I was saying, they deny me a visa. Fine, I'm in my country.
Exactly.
Because as I told you, by that time I was reaching to my prime life.
Yes.
Where now you feel now you are stabilizing, your life stabilizing, ministry stabilizing, the church is growing so fast. Economically, you are stabilizing. You are starting now to own as an African man, owning some few properties in there.
That's true.
So life wasn't that bad. Life was fair.
It's true.
So it was not an issue of I want to go to America to make money. In fact, I can see myself making more money in Africa than
here. That's true. That's true. So I mean, that's quite inspiring.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I'm trying to figure out the step of you visiting, becoming a student, and now you are international coordinator.
I'm now international
coordinator at the school.
Yeah.
Trying to bring more students, at least to give them that step.
Yeah. I'm trying to help those students because I believe education is power.
That's true.
I am who I am today because education plays a very big role in my life.
Yes.
And the only way you can envelop a human being, give them education.
Exactly.
Because without education, we are that envelope life that we are blinded, covered, and we don't see beyond our age. But once you have education, education will envelop you and make you a developed person.
Yes.
So develop you mentally and even psychologically. Now, given Hardy Simmons, it's not only about mental setup. We provide the best education the world can offer, but also we also value your spiritual life. So we deal with a whole man. We give what is called holistic education, from mental education, academic education to spiritual education. So you move out of this place ready for the world for anything.
You build both spiritually and knowledge-wise.
It is all around.
That's amazing.
Because we are giving education built on a Christian values and beliefs.
Yes.
So our foundation is Christ, and we are not ashamed to say so.
Exactly.
So that's why we say we are Christian university, and we are so intentional, and we are providing education based with the Christian faith.
Amazing.
Yeah.
For the student who is sitting somewhere who has never heard about Hardy Simmons, why do they have to choose Hardy Simmons?
Why do you choose Hardy Simmons? Hardy Simmons is a community, is a family.
Yes.
That whoever come here, you don't feel like you're a student.
Exactly.
You don't feel like you're a foreigner. You feel you are part of the family. Number two, we provide the best education. We have good program.
Exactly.
From sciences to humanity. So if you want to go health professional, we are the best.
Okay.
If you want to go through education, we are the best. If you want to go to business, we are among the best. So I'm not saying we are the best, but we are among the best. So we can say we are doing something. Number two, we are here to receive you. And we are here taking you through the whole process. So you're not going to walk the whole process alone with admission application. We are going to take you step by step. So Hardy Simmons is the best.
Exactly. Yeah. Could you tell me kindly, briefly, on the countries international that you deal with, and for the students who wants to be clarification, what steps are involved for them to, from step one until when they come to this school?
We recruit students all over the world.
Yes.
So currently we have two regions because I work under the Office of International Admission. We are all under University Admission Office, but ours more internationally. We don't recruit locally. We only recruit internationally. So meaning we from all 5 continents of the world, we have those one who are in the US, but we recruit from Canada to Australia, from Europe to Asia, from Asia to Africa. So we recruit all those continents. So then, and what mostly we need is we need somebody who has graduated from high school with a person that allow that person to go to any good university in their country.
Amazing.
So, because one thing we have to make sure that we are qualified academically to go to a 4 years university. Then we require, of course, we are test optional, but test, SAT and TOEFL are one of the gauges that help us to gauge the student ability. that they are ready to come to send the US.
Exactly.
So then again, of course, this immigration issue. So you need to have travel documents like passports. You need to have to submit your transcripts from high school, or if you are a graduate student in the program you are taking. Every program differ from program. There are those who need more documents. There are those who need less documents. So once you submit your application online through www.hsutx.edu, then quickly you click on admission and you say apply now. So when you say apply now, then it will give you two options: log in and create account. As a new person applying, you are not logged in because you don't have an account with us. You create an account with your own normal Gmail account, Gmail email, or Yahoo email, or anything something or email. Then you create an account, use your normal password. Then from there it will take you to the portal, and then you submit your application online. There are several questions we are going to ask you, so you're going to answer those questions online until you sign in and submit your application. Once you submit your application online, our team here at the call center and admission department will receive a notification that nothing from Kenya or from China or from Nepal or from South Africa or from Nigeria or from Congo or from Rwanda has submitted application online. Quickly somebody will take a phone, call you, or write an email to you. Thank you for applying to HSU. Then they will give you now step from there. So from there, I will be your direct international counselor. When you come from Africa and Europe and Antarctica, or if you come from Asia, we have another person who deals with Asia, and we have a team of counselors who are working with all our students.
Exactly. That's amazing. That's quite a process.
It is a process.
Yeah, it's a process.
It is a process. You know, importing a human being is not like importing maize.
I know it's
so hard.
Process.
It's so hard.
So what about now when they're accepted in the school?
The first step is submitting application. Then the second thing to complete your because we have applications that we have prospect, inquiry prospect, and then we have from prospect we go to application started, and then application completed.
Exactly.
Okay. Yes. So application submitted, application completed is when somebody has already submitted high school transcript.
Yes.
If you're a graduate student, you have to submit an evaluated document from West Evaluation, because we cannot translate all colleges diplomas from other countries.
Okay.
So we tend to send them to West. West will translate for us. How does that transcript look like in terms of an American degree? Then we know whether you qualify. Of course, some of the projects say 2.9, but as we go by 3.0. So 3.0, then now we admit you. But if you're a high school student, you only submit your high school transcript, a 4 years transcript. For example, for Kenya, we have a national examination. Country like Nigeria, we require them to have a junior high and senior high transcript, results slip, plus WAEC exam, which is the national exam for them. Exactly. But for Kenya it's different because you are tested in one month for all 7 subjects, and they are put in one transcript. So that one we can go to evaluate it. So then after that now SAT or TOEFL. Our TOEFL is 89 and above, or Duolingo, which is 100 and above, and or SAT, which is 1030 out of 600 and above. So then from there, once you have a TOEFL or SAT, if you have SAT, we can, and if you want to be test optional, we have to evaluate whether you are transcript. But mostly, English proficiency is required by law. Even our I-20 say that whether the student has been examined on English proficiency. So just to prepare you for anything, like if you go to the embassy, they might ask you, have you done your TOEFL or SAT? If we waive your SAT or your TOEFL, our academic affairs department has to write a letter why they have waived English.
Yes.
Because we are required to do English. as a way to assert that this student can be able to incline English well, write English well. At least you must have some English understanding. So after now you have submitted SAT or TOEFL, SAT TOEFL, then transcript, and then from there you state your purpose. You have to tell us who are you.
Yes.
Why Hardy Simmons? Okay.
Yes.
Why do you think you are a good student to come to study in America? Hardy Simmons. And what is your dream? What is your future plan after you graduate?
It's true.
And why are you choosing this program?
So specifically, like they want you to explain your game plan.
Exactly. We want to know the student. We want to know whether you have because we are not here only to pump information.
It's true.
We are here to help people find their purpose. So if you come here without a purpose, then we cannot help you find a purpose.
If you're inspired, don't please just listen to what Kisemei is talking about. That's a great inspiration, and that's why we are on inspirational series tonight. So, sir, I'm really inspired because for the time I've known you, at least I've been able to, for a couple of 4 years now, we've been talking. I've been also trying to get an admission here. We're on my program, the social work, but apparently the school doesn't have one. But now for the students, once you've been explaining, they get their I-20, they get their ticket. Here now they're in school.
Well, after we have an interview, then there are other documents you have to submit.
That's true.
Because that's the time also we have to do what's called cost conversation. How are you going to support your program?
Exactly.
Because education is expensive in America.
Finances.
Yes. And we don't give full ride scholarship. We only give partial scholarship.
Exactly.
We have big scholarship like Liason scholarship, which is very competitive, and also we have honor scholarships, which are very, very competitive. Few students can get, and the best of the best. So those are based with your GPA, with your SAT. So that is from 13 something to 14 to 15 SAT.
Wow. So
those are the best grade. Because after they are taking that program, they come and join honors program. They'll have a class on honors. So then, but we can give up to $16,000, for example, scholarship. That's not enough because we need to raise $44,000 to be here. Okay.
Yes.
Of course, we have other scholarship after you come here and study here and continue to build your GPA. You can go ahead and apply for more scholarship. But at least you must prove to us that you are able, your family is able to support your academic program here. Because even the embassy want to prove that this person going to America, you are able to support yourself. So then we call immigration documents. And from your passport to your bank statements, there's some financial backing. Then after that, then we send you now the I-20.
Wow.
Then after you have the I-20, we are going also to help you through our advisors on how to prepare yourself for the embassy, for the interviews, and also what you need to put together for you to prepare for the embassy. We make sure you have a package of all documents that are needed from your admission letter, scholarship letter, any backing document. Although sometimes those documents they might not ask, but it's good for you to have them. Then after now you go to the embassy, you are given a visa, then you have your itinerary. There's also everything go automated. You send to our portal, you tell us that you got a visa, you send to our portal, you tell us you are denied a visa, what is the next? If you want to go ahead and come the following semester, we are still going to review another I-20 until you say, I give up.
Okay.
Because we are not there to stop people to pursue their dreams.
Wonderful.
We are there to make people find their dreams.
I like that statement. It's a good statement. Could you kindly explain again? There's categories that I've seen. A student might be confused. There's an F1, F2, and the J1. Could you kindly clarify that?
F1 is an immigrant visa for studies.
Yes.
That one is you come for 4 years program. J1 is an exchange program. Maybe a certain college they have a relation with another college, so they send a student for 1 year and come study and go back. Either graduate from here or graduate from Kenya. And then F1, F2s are dependents of F1. And F1 when they come here, all students, all F1, J1 and F1, they are not supposed to work. They only work 20 hours on campus.
Wow.
So you cannot work outside.
Yes.
But F2s, they don't work completely. So they come here because either, now we thank God because now the government of America has issued at least for them to go to school part-time, so they can go to school part-time, but they cannot enroll full-time, which means a program of 4 years, they can take even 5, 7 years to finish or 6 years to finish, because they cannot take more than part-time. So that's the difference. F2 is a dependent of F1, but J1 is a program visa.
Pure.
Yeah, and then F1 is a non-immigrant visa for academic for 4 years in university.
For the time you spend here now, for the students you've seen, what are the challenges that they should face? Main challenges that you've seen
Are you
students
talking about
facing
challenges coming here or challenges while they're here?
when they're here now?
Well, there are many challenges. Being in a foreign countries, there are many things. One, cultural change.
That's true.
Everything changes.
That's true.
So, this is not your country. You don't know anybody. People are different. They look different. You look different.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yes.
So the language is different. Cultural-wise, everything is different. So there are many things. When you talk about change. International students go through a vigorous change in their life, and it will take them time to adjust to another new setup of life. But for undergraduate, I say it's easy for them to be able to maneuver and catch up well compared to their counterpart graduate students who come here, have families, their network is so minimized because graduate students are, most of them, they come from their home. So you don't have this one place where they go and meet together all the time. For undergraduate, they can meet their fellows at the cafeteria, they can talk together, they can go to other, like we have the stampede here, which always happen before students start classes. It's like an acclimated cultural aspect that helps students to catch up and also to build friendship.
Exactly.
But what we do mostly to try to find those things, we have something called orientation, that every student that come from different countries, they have to go through. That orientation is help them to acclimate with the American culture, to understand that some few cultural things. Of course, we cannot tell them all things for 2 days. They need more than years for them to get everything right. But at least we try to lay the basics that you need. At least when you work in America, don't walk on the left, walk on the right. Okay. So and things like that, and to tell them academic in America is different, is more of engaging than only being lectured. So everything counts in America. So and also in America, to come on the dot, you're really late. So come before time.
Yes, exactly. Because that is time's essence. It's very paramount.
Exactly. So we just try to help them, but there are many challenges because number one, telling them about this culture, to how to navigate this culture. Number two, of course, they have to start because they are missing their families. Yeah, so they are missing their families. Number three, when you talk about culture, there is food, there is way of life. That's a challenge altogether.
That's true.
That's a challenge. So
exactly.
we cannot say that there's no challenge. But as a university, we really try to make sure. That's why we have the Department of Global Engagement Office, which mainly deal with international students on daily basis. And we have a very good team that works with them, advise them on academic affairs, on how to maintain their immigration status, and also how to maintain their program, and when they want to change their program, what should they do to change their program. And again, make sure they have parties together with them sometimes, because people need to have a social gathering. And also, if there's who need counseling, they're the one who direct them to, because we have a very strong counseling department on campus, and it's for free. So professional counselors for free. We have a tutoring department. You just go there, if you have a problem with mathematics or biology or some formulas, there's a team there who is there to help you understand. So on your level, so those are free. So there are many ways that we try to make them feel comfortable. But we cannot do everything.
Amazing. So currently, like for example, there's one of my followers who asked me, do you offer as athletic sponsorship, like scholarships?
Athletic sponsorship, we are Division 3.
Yes.
But that one doesn't mean that Hardison is a small university. We are small in population, but we are big in heart. First of all, our athletics are the best brain, because you cannot come to play football, basketball, without first of all scoring good on SET or SAT or high school.
That's true.
So academic is number one. We only have what is called academic scholarship. We don't have athletic scholarship because we are D1 school.
That's true.
Yeah. But if you're in athletics and you come through academics, there is a way our coaches will work with you. And from there, we're going to see how we can pull other finances. Because not every student here can pay everything.
Yes.
But the school is really trying to make sure that every student can go to school without any struggle.
Wow.
Yeah.
For the student that are watching us for right now, they're like, hey, I'm going to my computer, my phone, I need to apply to Harvard Signals. What is the way forward? Like the email address, the website, the correct the information that they use?
If you want to apply to Hardy Simmons, very simple. Just go to Google and then write www.hsutx.edu, and then once you open our website, you go to admission, then click admission, then apply now to HSU. Once you apply to HSU, it will open a page, and then you will see login and also create account. You don't log in, you create account. Put all your information. From there, the computer is going to interact with you and you're going to ask you question electronically and going to answer every question. Once you submit, hit submit, but then we're going to receive all the information and contact you.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing.
And in case you feel that you want to talk to me personally, you can call me through 325-280-5648, or you can write to me to kisemei.kupe@hsutx.edu.
So, sir, thank you so much. As we wind up, is there anything else you want to add for our prospective students wherever they are?
Well, what I would like to tell you that you need to raise your hope above everything. And if you have a dream, if you feel that God is leading you to come to Southern America, it's a good country, but you need first of all to know what you want to do and what is your purpose in life. Because unless you have purpose, you'll never find purpose. It's only when you have purpose that will drive you to do crazy things like me. So please, just if you are serious about it, take it now. And don't say that I don't have a university. By the way, all students that we have on our portal, they have 90% chances of admission. As long as you have a good grade in high school, we are going to lead you until you come. Whether 1 year, 2 years, we are there for you.
Thank you so much, Kisemei. Kisemei is an international global ambassador.
It is International Student Services Coordinator and Liason for Africa, Antarctica, and Europe.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you for your time. Thank you for gracing our bench, and thank you for the inspiration.
You're welcome. And congratulations. I hope people are being reached out.
Exactly.
Thank you.
If you have any questions, just let us know on the comment section, and I'll be able to link up with Kisemei, so you'll be able to answer all your questions. Leave your concerns, leave your comments, and we'll be able to get back to you. Until next time, we say bye-bye. Thank you so much, and God bless you all.
Thank you.
Yeah.